1-carat emeralds all the way around. And this right here is the presidential, the limited edition, the blue face. Got the flavor, man. You know what I'm saying? It's born within us. We catch that, man. Catch some details on these photos. A lot of people of color ain't had, you know what I'm saying? So we always had to make things look good.
There's no championship trophy in our world. There's no official award for the best rapper in the game. Fans can debate this shit all day long. And for the artist, it becomes more than music. It's about showing their success. Celebrating how they beat the system. And being able to display those trophies to the whole world.
Well, there's nothing wrong with adorning yourself, right? Like, all people do it. Everybody has vices and everybody has things they like to spend money on. I'm sure there's things that I spend thousands of dollars on that people would feel like it's foolish. If you got it and you like change, by all means. Me personally, yeah, that wasn't gonna work for me, and that's not the values that I teach my children. But I appreciate the sort of whole fuck you ideal of I'm gonna wear this chain. I like when I see Jay-Z, who hovers around billionaire status, show up somewhere and he's got the button down and a nice outfit, and then he got the chain outside of the button down. Like, that shit looked fly to me. It looked like, yeah, it's like a fuck you to the system. It's like, I'm still gonna represent where I'm from.
Money. Everything about this chain is a lot of money.
This is the most I've ever spent on a piece of jewelry.
I spent a lot of money on jewelry.
They're like 400, 450,000.
All I want is money, money. Money, money, give me some.
Money.
But this shit was like 70 grand.
It's like a $120,000 watch.
And 40, you know what I'm saying?
A watch like 200,000.
Just $300,000 wrist right here. This is a living human being.
You know, it's like $1.5 million, 6 million, another 2 million.
Money, money, all the time.
Let's see. This is my baby right here. This is the Rock Nation piece. Hov gave me this for my birthday. This the mustard piece. I got both of them. I got one white, one yellow. Classic. This the classic mustard bottle. This is my first chain I ever bought. These is trophies. At the end of the day, that's what that is. It's like a hood trophy. When you got the chain on your neck, a hood trophy is like when you finally getting some money, that's what you go buy first. Niggas damn near go buy chains before they buy cars. I want people to be like, who is that? If you don't know my music, then you know. I'm somebody.
Rappers are actually really wealthy now. It's not just an aspiration to wealth. It's not just a symbol of wealth. It's actually, look, we made it. And a sense of the creation of a dynasty, to actually take control, the reins of power in a record company and build something. It has a really different kind of symbolism that connects to the different moment in history for the music, really.
I'll never forget when I first made my first 50,000. Man, I went to the jeweler and got me a chain made. I wanted to feel like I was important. I think I paid maybe like 35,000 for it. I had him with 50,000. That's the first 50,000 I had ever made in my life. And you don't even know what I had to do to get that money. Inside that piece right here, it's my favorite piece, you know what I'm saying? Cause it just reminds me of when I was young and I ain't having it. This the big QC.
I mean, in the rap business, man, just for years, man, that chain, you know, represents that foundation, that company. I mean, in terms of jewelry, in terms of music, and in terms of the business, we are a family. You know, like when you sign an artist, man, like from the hood, when you put that on them, man, it's like a badge of honor. You know what I mean?
And it's also a way to show your artist or whoever you down with that you appreciate what they doing for you. You appreciate, you happy to have them on your team. This is my 10 summer record piece. These are one of the first ones I got.
First chain I got from P, he bought me a QC chain. That was like my first video shoot. I went to my video shoot and he like, yeah, you can have it.
This is like my favorite setup right here. My favorite chain right here, my favorite piece. It's my neighborhood. This is where I came from. This is where everything started.
That's a big deal when you're representing someone's chain. You know, you're affiliated with that person. You might fuck around and take a bullet from that person, you know?
West Coast! West Coast! Oh, y'all didn't know this was Death Row? Throw up the W!
Death Row, that was like 96. That's just legendary shit. Snoop, Daz, Corrupt, Dre.
Death Row's medallion was just infamous. It didn't just mean that they were working for the record company. It was like this destructive wave that was running through hip-hop.
The Death Row chain represented a music institution that also had an element of violent, hyper-masculine power.
Cover Death Row!
I can only imagine what it meant when it was all, like when it was going on. Like that shit probably was just like, oh my God, you got that?
It wasn't just a status symbol. The image was like a warning.
The Death Row pendant, it made you a target for anyone who wanted to attack Death Row. If you were wearing that chain and it got snatched, it was a point of pride to deal with it.
I remember the Death Row chain, but I think ours just became more iconic.
Right now, I got the Rockefellers with me. No doubt, Jay-Z.
We knew the talent that Jay had at the time and the business that Dame was learning, accompanied with the things that I brought with the lifestyle and the marketing. We wanted to be successful.
With the Rockefeller thing, it felt more like a sort of celebratory thing.
The original Rockefeller pendant. First ones were platinum, then we got gold ones after. It's a champagne bottle and a record, and then the R for Rockefeller Records.
Having a Rockefeller chain.
It's the utmost respect.
And no one could buy a Rockefeller chain, it had to be gifted.
In order to even get a Rockefeller chain, man, you gotta get a 2/3 vote. You gotta get Biggs and Jay to say yes, or Jay and Dame. It's difficult.
I believe Carolina Kokova got one, Victoria Beckham, Naomi Campbell, Robert De Niro. It became a thing, it had to be given to you. And then jewelers couldn't make them. So we found out somebody was making them, we would go and, you know, stop that right away.
All of us searched for family.
Yo, it's Kanye to the platinum producer, Calm-Man Product coming at you.
Kanye wanted desperately to be a part of the hip-hop family.
Yo, Chi-Town represent. Chi-Town made it down here, boy.
People wanted Kanye's beats. They wanted his energy. They didn't want to sign him, and he just spent years trying to break through that. So when he got down with Rockefeller, that was huge for him.
When they came out and Kanye was like, I'm the newest member of the Rockefeller. They put that chain on him, that was like, oh, shit.
It was like being knighted or something.
I remember his face like lit up. Whatever song he did after, you could see the energy, you could feel it. Kanye's like, man, I made it.
And I remember when I signed in Capitol with QC, and I took the picture with Coach and P, and I held it up. I got the picture. You know, I'll never forget that shit. It was dope. I'll never forget, man. They did a lot for me, man. You know, just when I was coming out of college dead broke, they just made sure I felt my confidence level was high. They boosted my confidence level. Hella.
It felt like it was like our own home to call home. So I was in the hotel drawing jewelry on a napkin. And I sent them to the jeweler. And that's how the Circle QC piece came. Just to see it visually, it looked like a masterpiece.
So everybody we all had the same QC chain at first. It was just like the QC, you know what I'm saying, with just the Ice Star QC chain. So then I was like, let's see if I got it. I was like, I want to do something different. I'm gonna put rubies in my shit. I wanted rubies. Cause my hair is red, I love red, it's my favorite color. So I took my keys, it usually was all white, I put rubies on my shit. So I was like, oh shit, he got the red rubies, my shit was different. Months later, nigga Quavo come with the fucking QC piece and fucking spins, and he had the big diamonds. It's like, fuck you.
It's all love, I ain't tripping, it's all love. It's all love. Gave my jeweler M and told her ice the club. She keep looking for tips, I gave her a cookie. No, here. Cause we looking like icebergs, looking like glacier thugs.
Like, it's a friendly competition, but it's like, oh, I'm about to create this piece. Boom, I got the piece. Now, the next artist, oh, you think he did something. I'm already talking to my jeweler, and he making a piece.
Iceberg, ice trays. We the culture, nigga, no title, but we the wave. White ice, dark shades. They think I'm working that Krispy Kreme ice glaze.
Our game is just different. You know, niggas is creative. As far as jury go, we just love it. Ice is our thing.
In the room, you might have about $5-6 million worth of jury.
The more you feeling yourself, the more you want to just put more into your ice and more into your jewelry and more into your craft, you know what I'm saying?
Niggas shooting in the club. Gucci man above.
So going out, people are seeing this flash. It's obviously, attracting attention.
Right. Like, to keep it real, you putting yourself out there. You causing attention. You literally saying, I got, you know what I'm saying? So best bet is to have security or have a lot of homies before you won't get robbed. That's where the violence comes in at. If you ain't protected, then there's 90% of the chance you might get robbed. It's almost like you get your chain snatched, your career is damn near over. If you a rapper and you rapping about violence and all this shit, you get robbed, don't nobody wanna hear that shit from you no more. We don't wanna hear about you talking tough, none of that shit's over. Go get a job.
Chain snatching has a long history in the culture.
Chain snatching is a real thing. You know, we come from a place where we seen stuff like that happen, and anybody can be touched.
A man from our borough lucky to be alive after getting shot during a chain-snatching robbery.
A brazen robbery caught on camera in Manhattan. Police are looking for the man seen here snatching 2 chains off the neck of a man yesterday.
Even if you had like a very highly recognizable chain and it gets snatched, it's like kind of taking your manhood.
Well, there's pros and cons to the whole jury game, right? Because, there's a danger aspect. You know what I mean? You might get robbed, you might get hurt, you might get killed.
You used to have to be kind of tough to wear jewelry. Like, you couldn't just come through with all your shit on. If you ain't have no toughness with you, like, niggas just snatching that shit.
For you to get a piece, you had to kind of walk the gauntlet, which means that you were tough enough to walk the gauntlet, which means that that jewelry meant that, you were gonna be able to protect it.
I am Melanie Holcomb. I'm a curator at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. And I recently was the lead curator for a grand exhibition on what jewelry is and why we wear it. One thing that I find fascinating is that hip-hop jewelry also kind of reasserts the link between jewelry and masculinity. Historically and throughout the world, jewelry is linked to power. So I see, particularly in hip-hop culture, where men are covering themselves in jewelry, they are really kind of reclaiming a use of jewelry that is old and widespread, that speaks both to kind of an ideal masculinity and to power.
Nigga, I look just like you. I got on my shit too.
She right. You gotta go get your jewelry. I told you, Carisha, this is a jewelry, an interview about jewelry.
Where is it? At home. This piece right here, she brought me this for my birthday. It's a City Girls piece. And she put like a little message on the back to say, I love you, period, JT.
Jewelry is actually a thing for our culture, period, now.
Like, men always have the most finest pieces of jewelry. So like for women now, we got our jewelry up and it's like We in the club shining too.
It's fascinating, right? Because in the context of hip hop, I think jewelry is a much more masculine arena. But something changed with women just at the same moment as women MCs became much sexier. That's the first time you begin to see a significant number of women wearing jewelry of various, like sort of dripping in ice, that being a motif.
If a nigga see me like with my shit on, like it's like she made it, she rich. That's how some people on the outside, you know, world, up our world, look at it. Honestly, truly, me and Carisha always come out with our own love. Style of how our chains is, like it is a marketing tool. It kind of puts you on different levels from regular people.
I feel like rappers, like men, they have to wear jewelry. Like you just got to. When you performing, I want to see your chains. Like I gotta see it. If not, I'm like, what the fuck wrong with him?
Do you feel like that people see you that way though?
No. No, because it's like I'm a girl.
Like we can wear a Chanel chain.
Yeah,
like, we don't have to go big no more. Like.
Yeah, we can have on accessories. I could just throw on like a little tank top, sit my boobs up. You ain't even gonna be thinking about that. You get what I'm saying? But like when you see a man and he a rapper, the first thing you looking for is like his jewelry. Cause they let you know what type of money he got.
I wanna see the diamonds. I wanna see the good songs. I wanna see what jewelry you going to.
If you're a male rapper, you gotta have jewelry. If not, I'ma judge you.
I have some clients who say, man, if I go and do a show without my main piece on, the fans get mad. People get on Twitter like, Lil Pump wasn't wearing his face pendant. And so they know that's part of the show. It's part of the wardrobe.
It's just so big now. Jewelry's so popular now. It's so in your face. Look at my chain, look at my jewelry. You know, all the rappers are showing off their new jewelry. It's just a thing.
It's all about the music at the end of the day. But with marketing and persona now, you know, once they put the jewelry on and they create who they are, those fans want to see the shit.
Man, it's really fucked up. It's become like, all right, well, you ain't got no big chain, so you must not be doing well.
And then that becomes psychologically hard on the artist, because then the artist, like, all the time they feel like they gotta be, you know what I'm saying, like, with all this shit on.
It's part of a business expense now. When they get a CPA and they get a business manager, that business manager has to consider that there's gonna be jewelry there.
Hip hop will never get over jewelry because jewelry is just a part of hip hop now. That's just the that's our culture.
It became a status symbol. You got no jewelry on, you look broke.
This a two-tone Cuban with the Ric Flair. Woo! Then we got the Jesus face. This big chicken nugget, fat, big turkey, big wide chicken wing. That's a little nice razzle-dazzle that hang right there. I feel like that's a little fancy. That's what it is.